You ever like hear someone talking about you and you just join in? You're like, yeah, that guy is such a. Sometimes I'm like, I step in, I'm listening to a conversation, and I'm like, you know what? That guy, I don't remember ever doing that. But you know what? If I did, dang, I'm a horrible human being. Because the only person I want to get pregnant is my wife. Why? Because I love her. She's been married to me for almost 8 years. And in case you didn't know, 8 means eternity. And I'm hoping it's an eternity. Eternity of love that's felt by me from my wife. By her providing me with a child. You know, that's a gift that keeps on giving. You know, that's what I realized too. Even if a day is difficult, I'm like, my sons are torturing me today. So you know what? Tomorrow might be different. Actually, even later today might be different. You know, that's the cool part about life and about experiences. It could be a bad experience and then you have a good experience. I was thinking about this. No, shout out to people who appreciate me just vocalizing stuff. And see, I got my eyes on the road. I got my hands on the wheel. You know, I'm safe. You're just here along for the ride, you know? So what I was saying, I keep repeating myself. I'm working on my accents. You know, George W. No, I do appreciate George W. He was my dude. This guy's turning 2, but he doesn't want to go. He's like waiting for me to go. We're playing chicken. We're playing scared chicken, where I'm like, you go. And then he's like, no, you go. I'm like, sir, I'm trying to be safe, okay? My wife reminds me, no, I'm great. My wife keeps me straight, keeps me honest. She's like, you crashed too many cars. I'm like, you know, you're absolutely right. Cost the city of Las Vegas probably over $1 million in property damage. Do I feel proud of that? Well, it depends who I talk to, actually, whether or not I feel proud about all the things that I've done. The reality is, at one time in my life, I was a young man who didn't think twice about what he was doing. Didn't think about the ramifications or the repercussions of my actions. And so then I put myself in situations where I had to work for decades just to rectify the misconducts of my former self. Prior self, but former self. So I'm almost at my location, and today is Mother's Day, and yes, I'm off to buy my wife something on Mother's Day. Why? Because, you know, I decided to crash my car because, you know, I wanted to get Charlize Theron's attention, and unfortunately, I don't know if I got her attention, you know. So shout out to my wife, who I love, but the reality is, I'd love to make look. I'm shamelessly plugging my videos. Charlize Theron, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry, but if I got your attention by saying your name wrong, then I did my job. So all I'm saying is I'd love to make a Mad Max movie with you. You know, shout out to Mad Max, the real Mad Max, not the cartoon one. You know, shout out to all the people who played Mad Max. Shout out to anybody who's considering being Mad Max in the best possible way. You know, I don't condone taking things and making them negative, you know? What if we take a negative thing and make it positive? That's what I try to do sometimes. I'm like, well, people hate this, you know? Because what if you're like, yo, this, how do we know this is a bad organization? Even if this organization was bad at one time, maybe they could change. Maybe they could hire people. I'm saying any organization, you know? Like, you're only as good as the people you hire. So what if we just bring in new people? Oh, shit. Excuse me. I didn't want to swear, but here, let me go. I don't want to make people wait for me. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Have a blessed day. You know, holla back. Holla. Okay, I made it safely to where I was trying to go. I'm here to buy a card for my wife because it's Mother's Day, and I love her. I do. I appreciate her. She provided me with 2 children, and not only that, you know, I had a hard time. Look, I was making another video before. Look, now I'm just like, I'm trying to be honest with people. You know, sometimes I get emotional. No, my wife and I, we had a child that didn't make it. You know, it was one of those things where, you know, and I don't ever want to forget that. I don't ever want to forget that. You know, we had three kids and one didn't make it. So, and there was another video that I was making, and, you know, that's what's weird. You cut out parts, but then sometimes people think it's about something else, and then it's not. You know, like, I think when you lose stuff, that's when you start to be like, dang, I should have made every moment count. You know what I mean? Thank you. I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And the person I didn't want to, or I haven't mentioned yet, was my mother. Thank you for always being there for me. I appreciate you. And I love you. Happy Mother's Day.